So we often get questions from faculty about how to record their classroom lectures and put them online for students. Yes, you can do this. You can actually do this from your office, and you can do this with screencasting. You don't have to be in front of your students, in front of a big lecture hall, far away, recording this live. You can do this with screencasting, and there's several ways to accomplish this. So I want to show you just a quick example of a setup that could work for you. Let's talk about lesson capture. So what I recommend thinking about first is really how you present information to students, if that's what you're trying to capture online. Do you lecture to them with slides? Are you doing whiteboard problem solving? Are you maybe doing website navigation or sharing audio visuals, maybe more hands-on demonstrations, right? When you, what we have over here on the left side is a document camera. A document camera can be used for anything that you would use in the classroom to write on a whiteboard. So let's say we were doing a math equation and we wanted to solve for x. I could walk my students through solving for x in this math equation, right? Or I don't have to do only whiteboarding. Because I have a document camera. Essentially, I'm recording anything that is tangible here. Maybe I want to walk them through the textbooks that we're using in our class, and I could share about the textbooks and visually make it a little bit more appealing than just the text, words in my syllabus. I can actually talk about what we're going to be doing in each of the books. Or I could go through information in brochures with them. So I could share with them stuff that is tangible. What else can I present to them? I could do how to fill out forms, right? Anything. I mean, of course, there are ways to also do this online where I could be sharing this form electronically with them. But with a document camera, you can also do this maybe more similarly to how you'd be doing it in the classroom. What else? We could look at different pieces of art, and we could be talking and sharing artwork this way. We could look at, what else do I have here? Maps, and we could be talking about different areas of a particular map this way and talking about areas, visual parts of this map. So anything that's tangible, you get the point here. Oh, how about this one? In my nutrition class, we could be talking about the nutrition label on this jar of peanut butter, right? Quite tangible. And they'll see that nutrition label a lot better than they would if you were holding it up in front of the classroom. We could talk about any kind of handouts that you have. Here we have the universal design principles. We could talk through those. So you get the point. Anything that's tangible, we could be sharing with them on the document camera, which, by the way, is just a clipboard and a piece of paper and a Sharpie marker that I was using. So this is kind of like your whiteboard space, but also records anything tangible. While on the right side of the screen, I've got my slides that I've been recording, right? So screencasting is really just recording anything that's on your screen while you're also recording your voice. So that's why I'm really just recording PowerPoint, right? So this is a PowerPoint presentation that's open and recording on this side of my screen. I could, if I wanted to, pull up a website, right? So I could pull up our SDCCD online website, and waiting for that to come over here. There we go. I could pull up that and decide to record that, or maybe even just, if I wanted to make it complementary to what's on the whiteboard, I could size that appropriately and take them through some website stuff. I could pull up Blackboard, right? I could show samples of assignments. I could explain the rubric, go through assignment instructions, show them common mistakes made in their work. So tons of stuff here. When you combine recording your computer screen with the voice, you can really do a lot with explaining and creating learning objects for your students. And then The thing to remember as you're making these recordings is that it's okay if it's not perfect, right? We want we're looking at short learning objects, so really 3 to 5 minutes is what I tend to shoot for, being specific. So get in and get going with the lesson right away. You want to make it visual if you can, so not a whole bunch of text on the slide that you're literally just reading off of the slide. Your students are going to fall asleep real quickly, just like they would in class. So make it visual and be you. So it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be you. They're going to hear it when you smile. So try to smile and be positive and excited and maybe even a little bit passionate about what you're teaching them. But you remember, it's okay that it's not perfect. We're not perfect when we're in front of them in the classroom either. And then also remember that I'm using Screencastomatic right now, which lets me, hello, switch quickly to the webcam. So it's nice to drop in your face every once in a while too, so that students get to see the you behind the voice of you. And here we see the IPEVO document camera that I was using and kind of my behind the scenes setup here for that document camera setup. So there's really a lot that you can do with screencasting to lecture capture, though I don't like using that word lecture capture. I like saying lesson capture because then you're talking more smaller, specific lessons that you're recording for your students. You can do this from the comfort of your desk. So, and by the way, this IPEVO document camera, I've done this same thing with my smartphone recording from the clipboard as well. So let us know how we can help you with some lecture capture. We look forward to working on these projects with you, and hopefully this helps create some fun ideas for you for making your content available to your students online. Bye.